Today about to be reacting to the truth about people pleasing. Now, people pleasing is an interesting topic indeed. Honestly, people that people please, they aren't happy in life. Why are they not happy in life? Because they always seeking the approval of other people. And the truth of the matter is, or the truth of the fact is there's going to be people that hate you and there's going to be people that love you. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people that disagree with you. There's going to be people that agree with you. You know what I'm saying? So there's no winning or losing with the situation. But you really win it when you act with your true intention and your true intention in your heart. That's how I see it, though. But no, let's see what he's talking about.
People
Man, that was
pleasing.
long. I might
Oh,
have to
it just
cut that.
sounds nice, doesn't it? Like you're a
Nah,
little too kind,
at
a
first
little
it
too
was.
helpful, a little too thoughtful.
At
People
first
are
it was.
pleased by you. I gotta ask anybody that's a people pleaser. Name someone pleased by you. Genuinely, someone that's pleased by your existence.
My mama,
Someone that actively knows they can rely on you, but
my daughter.
not just rely on you, but actually wants you around. You want to please everybody. You're agreeable.
I'm going to say my mama and my daughter. Other than that, nah.
So nice. People pleasing to me is the greatest thing. That it's not good.
At all.
It's not kindness. No,
At
it's
all.
fear. That's all people pleasing is. It's a trauma response that learned how to smile before it could walk. That's what people pleasing is. It sucks. It's being an emotional shapeshifter. Oh. Yeah, performance anxiety all the time. It's the act of setting yourself on fire just to keep someone else lukewarm. That's all you're doing. That's people pleasing. And it sounds so fun, doesn't it? For people to be pleased by you. How could that ever be an issue? The title alone speaks volumes. Today we're going to talk about why it's the worst thing on the planet, though.
Thank you.
People pleasing always starts early. You learn at a certain young age which version of you gets applause. You
Yeah.
learn that saying, yes, it gets you love. You don't say no to anything. Making others
Man,
uncomfortable.
you going to run yourself. If you still one of them people that struggle to say no, you going to run yourself ragged always saying yes to people, bro. Because people don't really care about you. As long as you can perform the way that they need you to perform, that's all that matters. The day that you say no, that one, you can say yes 110 times, but that one time you say no, it's if you, then they just get to bash your name, dirt on your name. You know what I'm saying? All in all, don't do it, bro. It's okay to say no. Get in the habit of saying no if you haven't already, bro.
Means
TikTok
Hey, y'all,
ads
let me get an
changed
ad block when I
everything
get
for us.
monetized.
We've
Don't
generated
worry about
over
it, y'all, bro.
100,000
Not worry
leads,
about
which
it
has
at
converted into
all.
death means bad. Oh no. But making others comfortable. Oh, it means you get to exist without punishment. That the quieter you are, the safer you feel, everybody wants to be around you. You become a chameleon in a world that rewards invisibility. And you call it politeness. Oh, you're great. You say, sure. What you really mean is, no, I don't want to do this. You laugh at jokes that make you sick. Oh, it's great. You let people interrupt, take space, take advantage, and you keep handing them their peace. You keep telling them, oh, it's fine. Because your brain has trained yourself to think approval equals safety. But this isn't generosity. It's emotional debt. And every time you people please, you write a check from your own sense of self-worth that you can't cash, hoping someone else's comfort will cash it. You think, okay, well, if I'm nice to all these people and they're great and I'm fine and having a good time, then I'll be fantastic. Wrong, wrong, wrong again, buddy. You're ruining your brain forever.
Yeah, man.
I have never been nice in my life.
You putting yourself through so much trauma trying to be this perfect being for everybody. Try to be perfect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to say yes to things that you don't want to do or that you can't do. It's easy to simply say, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. No, no, no. You know?
Being the nice one sounds horribly exhausting. You're the one who always remembers everyone's birthdays, but
See, I
forgets your own. You show up, cheerlead, help people move the couch, water the plants, clean their laundry, all that jazz. You do everything, answer their late night texts, and smile no matter what's going on. You want to please everybody around you, ignoring your own issues to take up everybody else's, not even dealing with yourself. And you know what the
Indeed.
worst part is when you people please for so long
What is it, man?
and you become a punching bag? No one asks how you're doing.
Oh yeah,
Now,
for sure.
because you trained everybody around you not to. You're the strong one. You're quiet. You're resilient. You're the greatest. You taught the world. You don't need anything. As long as everyone else is okay, I'll be fine. Meanwhile,
Hey,
you
I
begin
still
to
got.
resist.
I got that bad today though. It's like, you know what I'm saying. I'd rather. I don't like people worrying about what I have going on. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal conflict that I have within myself, and I'll resolve within myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. What is me sitting here trauma dumping all my problems onto you going to do? What is that gonna do? I feel this way. I feel that way. You gonna look at it like, you're bitching and moaning and complaining and nagging. No, bro. I'd rather keep that within myself and deal with it as such. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's more safer that way. Cause if you don't tell nobody, then it stays within. Tell the wrong person, not everybody in your business. Straight like that, bro.
All of
I'm
them.
telling you, bro.
It becomes slow, hidden, and toxic like mold. Until one day you snap over something small, and then people say, "Oh, this is so unlike you." Wrong again. That is you. The
Man.
version they never gave space to meet. Because you told them that you were fine this way when you never were fine this way. Every time you say yes to whatever something you don't want to do, when you really want to just not do it, you betray yourself. Every single time you become fluent in betrayal.
Indeed.
You convince yourself that, I just got to convert my boundaries into silence and I'll be fine. You are a fool. You didn't want to cause waves. You didn't want to make people uncomfortable. So you became the ocean floor. Flat, compressed, lifeless, but supportive. You got to hold up all that water. And the worst part, this whole thing, they thank you for being so easy to talk to. They say, "Oh, you're so easygoing. You're so thoughtful. You're such a good
Bro,
friend."
this nigga's hilarious.
What they
bro.
really mean is, I like that you never challenge me.
This nigga's hilarious.
I like that you
bro.
don't make me uncomfortable. I like that your needs are invisible. That's not friendship. That's not. That's a transaction, and you're the
Hey, that I definitely get what he's saying there, but it's like that ties into the last talking point from when I last paused. I stay to myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Life is easier when you more so stay to yourself and focus on what you have going on. When you there trying to be everybody's therapist and be there for everybody, it's so hard, bro. Because I already have enough problems in life. Why are you dumping your problems onto me? What is you telling me your problem is gonna do for you? I'm giving you advice and you're not taking the advice. Therefore, you just talking, wasting both time and breath, man.
paying. It is conditional love. As the condition is,
Yeah.
well, you can be my punching bag, right? Yeah, you're my punching bag, buddy. Yeah. You are not a kind person or a nice person if you people please. Because it doesn't come from an overflowing heart where you have so much love in your body. It comes from a terrified soul, a terrified body, a terrified mind. It came from rejection. Some people have rejection sensitivity, childhood conditioning, the trauma of not being heard until you were useful, the fear that being bully yourself means being fully abandoned. So you become what they want. They love you, sort of. They love the version of you that agrees, that smiles, that doesn't need. But that love is conditional and your nervous system knows it. So
Right.
you keep dancing, you keep shrinking. Soda pop. I just got done watching K-pop Demon Slayers. I love soda pop. I love that song. Anyways, you keep earning
I ain't
affection.
gonna lie. Just off topic, but that K-pop Demon Slayer stuff, I don't know, bro. I ain't tried it. I don't think that's something I can like get into. You know what I'm saying? I think I feel like I'm too old for that. Not knocking anybody that's older and listening to it or watching it, but that ain't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a power kind of guy. Just sprinkle a little fact out there. Give y'all a little fact.
And it's not real. All the while, you're quietly screaming for someone to say, "Hey, you don't have to earn your place here. This love is unconditional. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to. You don't have to be liked by everyone. You don't have to play nice to feel safe. You don't have to edit your
Indeed.
truth just because someone else finds honesty hard to swallow. You don't have to do that." I said swallow instead of swallow. I messed up my words. That's okay. Messing up is fine. Kindness is beautiful. It is a lovely thing to be kind. But people pleasing, that's self-abandonment. If you can't do it but still choose to do it, that is resilience. That is weak. It's weak resilience. You are allowed to take up space without apology. You are allowed to say no and not explain it. You are
True.
allowed to stop pouring from an empty cup and call that compassion for yourself.
True.
Because you don't owe anyone the softer version of you just so they can stay comfortable while you rot in silence.
Indeed.
Love isn't something you earn by disappearing.
Indeed.
It's something you discover by finally unapologetically showing up.
Hey man, I'm gonna get an ad block when
We
I get
got that
monetized.
reggaeton.
Not
Today,
worry
we're
about
gonna
it.
make
I
you
was just
beats
about to get
you
into
guys
a
send.
brief speaking moment, but that ad just threw me off. I need to get one real
And
soon.
anyone who makes you feel like you're too much for doing that was never safe to begin with. There's a very specific flavor of exhaustion that comes
What's
from
up?
spending years
Damn, I
as
forgot
the
I was about to
emotional
say, bro.
airbag for other people's crashes. Years of being the reliable one, the understanding one, the one who says yes before you're even heard the question. Before you even heard the question, you just say yes. The one who absorbs tension like a sponge and apologizes for dripping when squeezed too hard. And eventually, that exhaustion turns into a kind of quiet internal erosion.
I'm
A
telling y'all.
sandblasting of the
I'm telling y'all, bro. You won't have to deal with this if you tighten your circle up. It's a lot of people, unnecessary people in your life that you talk to. Maybe not on a day-to-day basis, but probably on a week-to-week basis or every other day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dead relationships that you're carrying on, that you're holding on to. That's not benefiting you in no type of way. I'm not saying that somebody has to benefit you to be your friend, but it's like that energy could be put towards something else, bro. Trust. That's all.
where your identity becomes so tied to being agreeable that you forget what your actual preferences, boundaries, and needs even sounded like before you started translating them into apologies with a smile on top. You begin to walk into rooms already
Indeed.
adjusting your volume, rehearsing your softness, scanning for who needs comfort before you've even begun to ask yourself what you're carrying. And that's preemptive shape shifting. That's not empathy, it's survival. And it's sad. It really is sad to me. You'll tell yourself, it's okay. That is just who you are. That maybe being low maintenance is noble.
Nah. That's settling for less in life, and that's like coping with your situation. If you notice that there's a problem and you don't like the situation that you're in currently, find something to do to get you out that situation, because it's like there's only so much time on the earth. Why not live it up to the fullest capacity? Why not enjoy it how it's supposed to be enjoyed? Because somebody else want to enjoy it. So you gonna fall back and let them enjoy it while you suffer? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
That maybe sacrificing your own needs for the comfort of
Nah,
others
nah.
makes you a good person.
Nah.
But somewhere between all the I'm fine texts and the 1,000 tiny betrayals you commit against yourself each week, part of you starts to rot in the attic of your soul. Quietly wondering if anyone has ever met you, or if they're only ever interacted with a carefully curated version of you designed to never offend, never challenge, never inconvenience. And when you do finally assert yourself, when you say no, when you express a limit, a boundary of some sort, when you finally choose yourself, you can see the subtle shift in their eyes, the
Indeed.
flicker of discomfort, confusion, and even anger, and it hits you.
Yeah. Because people gonna use you until they can't use you no more. They gonna suck you up dry. They gonna suck the energy out of you. Hold on. Let me try to, bro. Give me it. Hold on. I'm trying to find a different way to say this. They're gonna drain you until all your energy is gone. Okay. They're gonna drain you till all your energy is gone. And even when all your energy is gone, they're gonna want more energy. You know what I'm saying? So why not put that energy into something that you're actually wanting in life? That's all I'm saying, bro. Oh, what the hell?
Love was for the mask, not the face beneath it. But they never got to meet the real you. They don't even know who you are.
Right.
They just know you're agreeable. They never seen you be divisive or offensive or anything in that variety. They don't know you. You don't know you, do you? Do you? As I stated earlier, appeal pleasing doesn't start in adulthood. It begins in the small silences of childhood and the
Yeah.
looks.
I can't say this though. I had this real bad when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Trying to always fit in and be perfect for everybody. But it's like Once you realize that you can't be perfect for everybody, there's always gonna be somebody with something to say. Eventually, you just say, "All right, I'm done." You know, you just give up. Not even necessarily saying you give up, but it's like you've done all you can do. There's no more you can do. So don't stress yourself about it. It took me a while
The
to get
looks
that
that
concept, bro.
everybody gave you when you showed too much emotion. The rooms where your value was measured in how quiet you could be, how useful you could become, how little space you dared to occupy. You learned early that love had conditions. Oh, it did.
Yeah.
There's a reason
Damn,
why the
another
most
ad.
organized
Hey, y'all,
people
just stay
never
until we
seem
come
to
up,
take
bro.
notes
Don't
in
worry about
meetings.
it, y'all.
He
We
used
gonna be
Otter AI.
monetized real soon. No more
That
ads in
Worth
2027.
had a price tag. That affection could be revoked from with the wrong tone of voice. So you became a diplomat at your home, a specialist in de-escalation, a child whose nervous system memorized every emotional weather pattern in the house just to survive. And that skill, so noble, so subtle, so praised, it followed you like a loyal ghost into adulthood,
Man,
convincing you that being needed is the same as being loved.
it's not at
That
all.
being liked is safer than being known. That disappearing for others is a fair exchange for temporary approval. It's
It's
not.
not. It's not.
Eventually, you begin to wonder if your softness is still softness, if it's built entirely from fear.
Honestly, though, at this point in life, I look at softness as weakness. You know what I'm saying? Because people see softness and they try to take advantage of you in a way. They try to exploit you in whatever way they can. Let it be financially, let it be physically, let it be mentally. People try to exploit you when you're weak. Versus a stronger person, it's like they're gonna think twice about doing so. The stronger person not even gonna let them in the mind to get to that. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
This still counts when it's motivated by the dread of abandonment rather than genuine desire. You wonder what it means to exist outside of service, to be present without performance, to offer love without bleeding it. You start to fantasize about friendships where your no isn't a test, where your silence isn't interpreted as rejection, where you can show up messy, flawed, contradictory, complicated, and not have to explain it. You start to realize that boundaries aren't walls, they're doors with handles on your side too, and the people who recoil when you finally choose to use them. Those were never safe rooms to begin with.
Indeed.
They were galleries where you were displayed and not embraced. You're a piece of art, and nobody is realizing your worth. So, my people pleasers,
What they
here
do?
comes the real work. Not the work of being more useful, more liked, more perfect, but the terrifying, sacred, uncomfortable work of unlearning the lie that your existence must always serve someone else to be valid. You begin to reclaim the tiny yeses to yourself that were stolen by years of overextension and smiling through harm. You begin to feel the rage under your politeness and realize it's not anger at others, it's grief for all the times you left yourself behind. And eventually, on a quiet morning, or in the middle of saying no without flinching, you'll meet yourself again. Not the version designed to please, but the one built to live. And that person will not ask for permission. Please, remember.
People pleasing is the slowest way to disappear one smile, one silence, and one yes at a time. I mean, honestly, bro, I hope y'all learned a lot from this video right here, because I often see a lot of people that so much crave the attention of others that they're killing themselves in the process. I see it at work all the time, because of the simple fact they want to be a higher position, or they want certain people to like them, but this whole time they're talking behind your back. You may be this perfect being, but they're talking behind your back. That's not my place to speak on that. And that was just an example. But it's like, once you start to realize that your opinion is all that really matters in life. Not saying be selfish. That's what I'm not saying that. Be more aware of your emotions and your feelings and how you feel. Cause, hey man, people pleasing is a fast way to the grave. Why? Because you stress, and stress leads to a shorter lifespan. We all know this. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir. Stop recording.